Welcome, college football fans around the world, and especially all of my Miami Hurricanes family. It's game week once again, and I am super excited about this game, and I'll tell you why in just a bit. But the number 8 Miami Hurricanes are taking on North Carolina this Saturday, October 28th. At 12 o'clock noon Eastern time on ESPN2. This game will be in Chapel Hill on North Carolina's home turf. Now, just to give you a brief history lesson on these two teams, Miami and North Carolina have met 18 times in total, with the series being tied 9-9. But North Carolina actually won the last 2 meetings between these two teams. Now, also keep in mind that last year, Miami was coming off of that devastating 1-point loss to Florida State that led to the losing spiral, the losing 4-game losing streak that honestly I'd rather just not talk about. So let's just leave it at that, okay? Okay, good. Now, North Carolina is coming to this game 1-7, with their only win so far this season coming against Old Dominion. Now, UNC has 2 extra games under their belt, so total yards so far this season really aren't that important. So I'll give you guys some average per game stats, just because I would like to note really quick. A lot of people mention, oh, stats never matter, stats are never a big deal. Honestly, I agree. When it comes down to it, you could be, stat wise, you could be the number 1 team in the country and get demolished by a team that stat wise is worse in the country. I do agree with that, but I just like to talk some numbers for fun, just to see where the teams stand when it comes to statistics on paper. So points allowed per game, North Carolina averages 34.6 points allowed on them. And actually, you know what? Again, let's back up a little bit. We are not going to use this 0.6 and 0.3 crap. We're just going to round it up. So just keep in mind these particular numbers are rounded up. Okay, so points per game that North Carolina generally averages is 22. Miami comes in at 33. Points allowed per game against them, North Carolina comes in pretty high at 35, which is good for Miami. Miami, a very low number, points allowed against them coming in at 19. So that's a really good number. I like that for our Canes. Average passing yards per game for North Carolina coming in at 201. Miami coming in at 289. Passing allowed against them, North Carolina coming in at 228 and Miami coming in at 189, which again is a pretty good average for Miami. And the last stat, rushing allowed against them, North Carolina coming in at 223 and Miami coming in at 180. So even with the 2 extra games on North Carolina's season, Miami in total still has more passing and rushing yards so far this year, which really speaks volumes for Miami. This is a really good thing to hear, and it's been a while since we've been able to say that. Now, let's get this out of the way. Now that we've talked stats and history, is North Carolina going to win this game? No, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's just not in the cards. North Carolina is not going to win this game. However, do not underestimate a team with nothing to lose. And for all of the Miami Hurricanes fans watching this video, let me repeat that for you real quick. Do not underestimate a team that has nothing to lose. North Carolina is 1-7. What a bigger stage, what a bigger game to win than against a number 8 ranked Miami Hurricanes. This is going to be North Carolina found a way to get the W last year, and this year the game is going to be on their turf in their backyard. So this would be absolutely a huge turning point for their season to come out with a W against Miami. They still have NC State coming up later on down the road. So can you imagine for them to take out a number 8 ranked Miami and then to take out NC State, who is one of the better ACC teams right now? So it would be huge for them to get this. So let's not sleep on North Carolina. I don't think really that there is much of a chance of them winning this game. However, we have to take this serious, and we have to go in still kind of with the chip on our shoulder, just as the Miami Hurricanes in general, since no one really wants to give us the attention we deserve. So I say we go in, play some savage Miami Hurricanes football, and we just dominate this game from start to finish. Now, keys for Miami to win this game against North Carolina. Number 1, let's not have so many drop balls. And Richards, I am looking directly at you. I know you're a baller, so catch the deep balls like everyone knows you can. You're an athlete, man. We saw you jump over opponents while they're standing straight up at that. But there were a lot of deep balls in the Syracuse game that were dropped by Richards specifically that really could have made a difference in the game. It doesn't just fall on Richards. All the receivers need to step up and use those hands. But Richards definitely, come on, man, you're a playmaker, and you mean a lot to this team. So let's catch those deep balls. Point number 2, can we please establish the run game against North Carolina? 136 rushing yards in total against Syracuse is just unacceptable. Our offensive line has to get a better push off of the line, period. We have to have a rushing game against North Carolina this week. And last but not least, no more settling for field goals. I mean, let me elaborate. I'll take points when I can get them. Don't get me wrong. Points are points, and sometimes a field goal can make all the difference at the end of the game. But I feel like we are settling for field goals when we should have put 7 points on the board. So let's stop settling for field goals, and let's punch it in when we're in the red zone and put up 7 points on the board. Now, the ESPN matchup predictor has Miami's win percentage chance coming in at 86.7% and North Carolina coming in at 13.3%. Now, again, let's be real for a second. That means absolutely jack diddly squat. However, I do like to mention that just to see where ESPN puts us, because typically they put us as an underdog no matter what. So I do like to at least just mention it. Now, a lot of people always want to know my prediction for the final score. I have Miami coming out with a dub. They're going to get the W, even though this is in Chapel Hill. The scoreboard at the end of the game is going to read the Miami Hurricanes 41, North Carolina 10. We've been pretty close on these predictions week to week. I'm predicting Miami with 5 touchdowns and 2 field goals, and North Carolina coming in with 1 touchdown and 1 field goal. So Miami is going to come in, dominate North Carolina just like we should. We are the better team. North Carolina, however, will be playing with a chip on their shoulder with nothing to lose and looking to turn their season around and possibly just, you know, have something to talk about with their football program. So let's go in and let's just demolish the Tar Heels, man. Let's just go in and dominate. And speaking of the game, the reason why this game is so special is your boy College Football Vids will be attending this game. I will be live in person there. I'm going to be in section 102, so come find me if you're a sub to the channel and say hey, say what's up. I'll be giving out free decals. I'll be giving out the 2-inch ones for free to subs on the channel. So just come find me, say hey, what's up. I'll be filming for the channel as well. I'll be putting up a video. We may even go live a couple of times for the subs. So come find me, just, you know, wave me down, say, you know, hey Coop, or hey College Football Vids, or hey Brandon. You know, I've got a couple people call me by different things. But you can call me College Football Vids. I may or may not have green hair for the game. I haven't decided yet. We bought the stuff to put in my hair, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. So I may be easy to spot. If you see a guy with green hair, it might be me. Otherwise, just pull up the video and you can kind of hold it up and see if it's me. But come find me. I want to say hey to you. And definitely, if someone has a hookup for tailgating, hit me up, send me a message on here, comment below, because I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I know it's a noon game, so I'm going to be hungry. So maybe somebody could hook me up. I heard somewhere it's like 20 or 25 bucks, and somebody was going to be grilling burgers and hot dogs and stuff. So hook me up if anybody knows if any of you guys are going. And speaking of the decals, if you're not going to be at the game, my wife does sell these decals on eBay. She's got a 2-inch variation, a 4-inch variation, and the big Mac Daddy 6-inch variation. These are outdoor rated, so you can put them on your car, or you can put them on like a tumbler like I do. But if you're like me, you live in Tennessee, you got to show that you're repping the U, man. So show your love for the U. I'll put a link to her eBay store in the description. And definitely also check out, I did a turnover chain wrap, which I posted the other day, and it was quite fitting because we got to break out the turnover chain a lot in the Syracuse game, and I posted it a few hours before that. Definitely check that out. I'm getting a lot of love on that. It was a lot of fun writing that wrap and recording it. And also leave a comment. Man, I've got a lot of requests for you guys. Leave a comment below with your prediction for the final score of the game. Okay, so a couple things. Let's wrap this up. Let me simplify this for you. Let me know in the comment section if you're going to the North Carolina game. If you are, I'd like to kind of get an idea of some of you people that are going to be showing up and might be approaching me to say, hey, give me your final score prediction, and let me know if you have any hookups for tailgating for the game. But we're going to go in, take care of business this Saturday. Not going to be a big deal. I think we're going to dominate, but let's not sleep on North Carolina. That's just not a good idea. We really can't afford to sleep on anyone this season. If we're going to have a shot, I'm going to say this word, okay? Don't freak out on me. If we're going to have a shot at making it into the college football playoffs. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about it. Okay, we'll go in, we'll take care of business, get the W. The Miami Hurricanes 41-10. Let's take care of business. This has been another college football vids preview video. Remember, guys, at the end of the day, we might trash talk and we might fight. We might even fight amongst ourselves. But we're all one big happy college football family. But it's always better at the end of the day when you get to rep the U. Peace out, guys. I'll see some of you this Saturday.